One of the real sad things about this pandemic is people who have reached terrific milestones have not been able to have a party to celebrate the way it should be celebrated. I have an uncle, my Uncle Charlie. Name is Carlos Rodriguez, and his wife, Madeline. Everybody calls her Nena. Nena was 100 years old in September. My Uncle Charlie turned 100 years old on November 4th. He's also a veteran, a proud veteran, and they've been married for 72 years. They got married on July 31st, 1948. I was 5 months old then, and my mother took me to the wedding, sat on her lap, and watched my Uncle Charlie get married. Now I ask you, do you know any other couple, both 100, both in fairly good shape, been married all this time, 72 years? I'm going to introduce you to my aunt and uncle and pay them the respect that they are due. God bless them, and I hope you enjoy their story. What was your secret, living this long?
Well, the first thing is that I had a good partner.
You hear that, Nena?
What's that?
He says he lived to be this old because of you.
Well, that's good.
Sometimes I feel like I didn't want to, but 99% of the time that was good. That was a good choice.
That's my Uncle Charlie, 100 years old. Can you believe it? He's sharp, he's healthy, full of life, and he knows how lucky he is. His wife, everybody calls her Nena, her real name is Madeline. They met on a date many, many years ago, in 1947 to be exact. Was it love at first sight?
I would say yes. I would say yes.
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I didn't know what love really was
Until you met her.
until I met her. I had girlfriends, but I mean,
Yeah.
You've been married how long now?
72 years, dear. And I haven't won a fight, I'll be honest with you. I give a name, I have never won.
So the secret is marrying a good woman.
Right.
Okay. None of this baloney about drinking every day or any of that
Oh,
kind
no.
of stuff, or any smoking or any of that
That
kind
was
of stuff.
before I met her.
Your mind is as sharp as a tack. You have not, I mean, you're in better shape than some guys 40, 50 years younger than
Yeah.
you.
You're September 30th, October, you're 35 days older than I am.
You married a younger woman.
Yeah, but she was a cradle snatcher.
Really? Yeah, yeah. Did you chase him around a lot?
Oh yeah, she
Really?
used to stand right above the hill on Eastern. Charlie, where are you?
Did you know that she was much older?
No.
No?
No.
And when you found out she was an older woman, what'd you say?
I said, oh boy, someone to conquer. So we met at a party. And she says, I want to call my dad. Her dad was worked nights at the brewery.
Okay.
He was an engineer, what they call a stationary engineer. He'd been there for over 50 years.
Okay.
A very smart person. And we were at a house party. And I told him, tell your dad that, no, I'll take you home. So I borrowed Benny's car. Remember Benny?
Yes.
I borrowed Benny's car. And I said, hey, Benny, lend me your car. I want to take the girl home. I says, okay. So he gave me the keys and I went up there. And right at the corner of the cemetery, the damn lights went out on the car. And she figured, uh-oh, this guy's going to try something. So she took out a purse. There was a canteen across the street from the on Brooklyn, and I forgot the other name of the street. Anyway, he says, if he tries anything funny, I'm going to just call my dad. But no, one of the lights went out on Betty's car. All I did was tapped it a couple of times and it went right on. So I took her home. I said good night. But it's been ups and downs.
Sure.
The lowest point was when we lost our son.
Yeah. My cousin Richard.
That's it.
Yeah.
And the highest point is seeing my great-grandchildren.
Of all the things in your 100 years, is there one memory that stands out the most?
The birth of my first son.
In the war, you got drafted. Did you see any action in the war?
No, we came close to it when we hit the Philippines. We built airstrips.
At what point did you say to yourself, man, I'm going to be 100?
No,
Never?
never.
Never.
It never occurred to me that I would live to be 100. I never lived that I will have a companion, you know, that I will love until we die.
Uncle Charlie was one of 10 children, my mother's brother. He is 8 years older than my mother. My mother passed away a little over a year ago at the age of 92. And as I look at Charlie and all the photos that we have of the family, I can't help but feel a little depressed, because my mother was in phenomenal health physically. Alzheimer's really took a toll on my mother. Had she not had that, I think she and my Uncle Charlie would have been getting together a lot, reminiscing about old times. Now remember, there's 10 in the family. Charlie made it to 100. 4 of them made it into their 90s. It's quite a feat. My grandmother made it to 95 before she lost her battle with cancer. So all in all, we've been very blessed. My Uncle Charlie and my Aunt Nena, God bless you, and may you have many, many more healthy days.